I know it's been a minute. It's always been a minute. And if I spend the beginning of every video episode, I'm not sure what you call them, video, apologizing, then we're going to do that for a very long time. So I am very sorry for lack of videos. But as I said on the last one, content is hard and I'm not in the groove of things yet. But I received an email saying that I had reached 100 subscribers. Yay! So I thought it would be nice as, well, it shouldn't be a thank you, should it? Because that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But thank you to those of you who have subscribed to the channel and engaged with my most recent videos. One of the most engaged, should I say, is the Children of Anguish and Anarchy review that has got a lot of interaction, which has been very interesting. And now recently my Immortal Dark one to watch by Tajest Germa, which is popping off. So thank you very much for everyone who is engaged in that. I will update the end of the video with some other stuff that I've got going on that you may or may not be interested in. But without further ado, we are going to get straight into this video, which I've been sitting on for a while, simply because I just hadn't had a lot of time to collate which ones I thought would work and which ones I actually had physical copies of, because I wanted to be able to have them here and all that kind of thing. But I've put together a few books that if you like this book, you will like this book. Hopefully, probably, in my opinion. So with that said, let's begin. So the first up we have, let's see, where should we go? Because we've got a plethora, an eclectic plethora of books going on right now. So the first one, now for anyone who knows me, you are going to know that this book is one of, if not, it's slowly just steadily climbing up the ladder of one of my most favorite books / series of all time. I came to it late, but I'm here with it forever. Pierce Brown's Red Rising is a space opera, sci-fi fantasy. No, it's just sci-fi. Fuck the fantasy. It's sci-fi about a rebel group who rise. It's in the title. A rebel group who rise to infiltrate their more superior overlords, and it's fucking sick. If you've not read this, then you should read this. But for those who haven't, or this sounds like this is something that could be your cup of tea, and don't watch my beat up version, because you see this book right here. Let's sidestep a second. This book right here was sourced. This is a first edition of this book, okay? And I spent money on this, okay? And I'm very excited. This is original cover, first printing. Don't play with me. Anyway, if you liked this book, or what I've said about this book just now is of interest, then you will absolutely 100% like this book and this book. First, we have Annie Davenport's The Blood Trials. Then we have Deborah Fallier's Blood Sign. Awesome. Both awesome. Read this one a few years ago, read this one this year. Can't stop thinking about them. Left a lasting impression. The books are dope. No, let's go here. So this one is more the, if you like Red Rising, then you like this because of the space element, I guess the technology element, not necessarily space. This is a wonderful blend of sci-fi fantasy. So they have scientific advancement in terms of weapons, but there's also this blend of fantastical magic and creatures and beasts and all this kind of other stuff that's really interwoven just wonderfully. And in terms of a group of people rising up to take over from people who are their oppressors, then that's also where that link goes together. With Blood Scion, kind of the same thing. It loses me whether they're on another planet, but it is completely fantastical in that it's a whole other world and there are overlords, and these poor children, it's more like a children of war type thing, are hunted for their magic, for their blood, for, you know, what's going on there. So it's all very much in the titles. This, the small man has big magic. and needs to understand that to take down the fuckers controlling them. If that's a bit of you, a bit of dystopian, then these books are for you. Next up, we're going to go less deep, a little less deep. And I'm going to say, because I'm doing them in the order I read them, so even if something came out before something else, we ignore that. We're just going to do this. If you liked Honey and Spice by Babalayo, I believe you will like The List by Yomi Adegoke. Both contemporary romances. No, I wouldn't say romances, contemporary fiction, but still based on London Black lifestyle, culture, dialogue. It's both of these. Love them. Absolutely love them because they're both focused on Black couples and the kind of creative and media side of Black culture. They mesh the same. They deal with a lot of the same themes. This one is a lot more romantic and, am I really falling for this guy than this one is, which is a lot deeper. But they're both on the same page. And this one, completely 5 stars. I think I gave this one a 4. I loved both of them. I thought they were so fun. These are the type of books that I don't necessarily read them all the time because I am primarily a fantasy girly. But when I do find books like this that aren't focused on the struggle and just about Black people being Black people and just seeing myself on the page and seeing myself and my friends and my family, I'm here for all of it. These two are definitely hold special places in my heart. So when I went down the contemporary fiction pathway, I was really happy to find these. So if you are that type of person, you do like to read those books more often than not, then those are definitely going to be for you. Let's see, what have I got in my bag of tricks? So we're going back to a bit YA now. If you liked Six of Crows, I got like a special cover jacket thing that I bought, but these are my special edition versions. If you liked Leigh Bardugo's Six of Crows, and the heistness of it, the diverse group and all the different personalities, this person banded with this person, this person like that person, just giving you that on the back. If you enjoyed this dynamic and this duology, but if you enjoyed this, you will 1000,000,000,000% enjoy this. Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Read these trilogies on audiobook earlier this year and devoured them in a couple of days. They are so funny. They are so good. They're just so much fun. That's it. They're just so much fun. It's constant. There's always something to figure out. It's just super fun. And that's what you're here for. Sometimes you just need a book that doesn't make your brain hurt. And you just need something that is what it is. And it's just absolutely a fun ride. And Six of Crows for me, the duology, so Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, for me, that was that. Aurora Rising, even more so. Guardians of the Galaxy meets Pirates of the Caribbean meets Six of Crows in space. That's it. It's great. It's great. I just can't even do it. I can't even do it. So sticking with Leigh Bardugo, but going into her adult realm. So Six of Crows was young adult, YA. She done some adult books, and the first of which is Ninth House. Dark Academia. Alex Stern gets involved with a secret society on Harvard campus. Stuff happens with hell, demons, witches, the whole shebang. Very dark stuff, very dark themes, some quite troubling stuff. However, wonderfully written. I'm just here for it. If you like this, then you're gonna like this. Okay. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because obviously I already did my one to watch and sorry, my thing's mirrored. It's weird. So it recently came out, and I know this is on everybody's tongues right now. Wagging, everyone's reading it, book clubs are all reading it, blah, 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 blah. If it wasn't for myself having already read it, I would have done it for my book club, but there we go. Immortal Dark. If you liked Ninth House, Dark Academia, dark themes, vampires, the occult, stuff that's a little bit taboo, you're gonna like this. Okay, so go with that. Now, I've just realized that I didn't really necessarily explain what certain books were about if you hadn't read them. So, just for future reference, if I do forget that and you do want to know, feel free to message me. Obviously, Google's there. Like, you can Google what it's about. But if you do, want a response from me, then let me know. Then we're going back to YA now. Yeah, back to YA. If you've read Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry, one of just the funniest, sweetest, cutest, most fucking cotton candy infested books I've ever read in my life, about black love, just black attraction and rich girl, kind of little bit poor guy. If you like that kind of stuff, you'll like this. Love in Winter Wonderland. So, Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry by Joya Goffney, who is American. So, this is very US centric, US focused. Love in Winter Wonderland by Abiola Bello is British, which I super, super, super loved because we never really get that kind of stuff based in like a UK college. It's always, I'm in high school. I'm like, I got to go to prom. Who's going to invite me? That kind of stuff. But this was all, bro, who's going to the dance, bruv? They were different and it was the same and it was good. So if you like this, or if you've heard of this, or this is a bit of your bag, or you want to try it out, I mean, I'm telling you to try this out. This is good. Then Love in Winter Wonderland is wonderful. And just for there we go. And just for the additional shout out, The Love Dare by Abiola Bello came out late August, so 26th of August, I want to say, and it's based on like Notting Hill Carnival, so you can see them with their little feathers and stuff. I haven't started it yet, but I'm so excited. So, because I love this one so much. So, yeah, check all of those out. All of them. Right, 2 more bits to go. We're going more adult again. Now, these ones I may have previously mentioned, so we're just going to go through fairly quickly. If you, like me, are from the ancient times and read these when they were out or coming out, then if you liked Eragon, you will like Dragon Rider by Taran Matharu. Same thing, really, and not in a bad way. Eragon discovers that he's descendant of dragon riders, that he's destined to be one and save the world and all that good jazz. Dragon Rider just ups that a little bit more. It's the same trope. It's the same chosen one trope in the sense of, he is destined for big things. How that's going to come about, we will see. But there's just a bit more grit to it than this was. Maybe for its time, for the writer, whatever it is. This one just gets a bit of a 2024 glow up. It gets an adult 24 glow up. So what might not have, it's given very, be careful who you like because somebody gonna die. We dug that. Now, last one, very, very last one. We're going to keep it old school and we're going to keep it big, baby. If you like A Game of Thrones, if you like A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin, the father of fantasy. Yes. Tolkien is the grandfather of fantasy. We know, darling. If we're talking about the father of fantasy and grimdark and making it super cool and super sexy, and are you aware how much I love George R.R. Martin? If you like him and this series, I believe that you will like Empire of the Vampire by Jay Kristoff. Why I say you will like these, they are so heavy. Why I say the gorgeous spines, Illumicrate versions, guys. Yes. If anybody needs the Empire of the Damned Illumicrate version, I do have that goings. I do have that sellings because I have to. Anyway, they match, kind of. If you like this, you will love this. Cool. Dragons, vampires, you're thinking, Charlie, what the fuck are you talking about? They're two completely different things. However, they deal with the grim dark, gore, killing, intrigue. Can't trust that person, even when you thought you could. Anyone's your enemy, no one's your friend. Your real friends, even they're fucking shady. This book will break you. This book will break you. It will break you down, and you will not survive. If you are here for literary devastation, read the shit. There you have it. Those are my recommendations. As I said, if you had any questions about them or just wanted to know my thoughts on some of them, then please do let me know either in the comments or on my social medias if you follow me on any of those. If you've read the books that I've said the other books are like and you agree, then let me know. If you don't, also let me know. But I think these are a pretty decent run down and a mix of both, books you may have heard of / popular books and other books that you can't. Because one of my things about being a possible content creator is actually highlighting names, books, people that aren't given the time of day usually, because it's very easy to just talk about the popular things in order to gain your own exposure, but that's not technically what it's supposed to be here for, which is kind of annoying. So yeah, I'm happy to bring some, hopefully new titles to people's attention. Lastly, before I go, make sure you check out charlieauthor.com. We have my pros and cons book club is running this month. The very first is running in September. We are reading. What are we reading? The Empire Wars by Akana Phoenix. Our first meeting is Sunday, the 29th of September. We are based in London, so Londoners who are able to make it, who want to read the book and catch up. Non-Londoners, if you are able to travel, and you want to come down, you are perfectly, welcome to do so. All information is on charlieauthor.com. You are welcome to join us, as I keep saying. We also have the link to the future meetups. We're going to have the votes for the next book soon, so make sure you check that out and share that with your friends. It's really difficult knowing who is a Brit, who is a Londoner as well, so make sure you shout out and let me know. And that's pretty much it on that one. So not going to talk too much about other stuff because this was about this. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some good recommendations. And as ever, if you care enough, do let me know some videos that you might want to see, even certain books you might have read, if I've read it, my thoughts on it, certain things like that. Just throw ideas at me because I'm too fluid with this thing, okay? I hope you were entertained. Hope you had a good time. And I will hopefully see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.